Have you ever felt like you do not really fit in? Like you do not belong to a particular group and you feel like you're happiest when you're alone? Well, fellow lone wolfers, today I'll be sharing with you my experience as a lone wolf, someone who enjoys being alone, but at the same time there's some very surprising things that I'd like to share with you about being alone and some of the strengths and some of the things that I've learned over the years. I've always been someone who enjoyed being alone compared to being in a more social situation. Like given a choice, say if you were to ask me to attend a party or an outing with others, or maybe stay in a library and read, or spend some alone time, 80% of the time I'll prefer the latter. I prefer being alone rather than spending time with others. And a lot of the times, some of my friends have been asking me over the years, do you feel lonely? Do you feel left out? Well, there's a big difference between loneliness and being alone. One is a feeling and the other is a choice. For me, it's a choice. I've always made the decision to spend more time on my own compared to spending time with others. And because of that, there are certain things that I felt that may have been a drawback for me. Like I've had some disadvantages over the years. For example, because I'm running my own business, I lose out a lot on networking events. I do not really find it too meaningful and I don't feel so comfortable with networking events. So I lose out on plenty of business contracts or opportunities. That's one disadvantage. Another disadvantage is also relating to networking connections. For example, if you have events whereby you maybe social gatherings, but the more social gatherings you have, the more chances of you meeting up with people who can help you to further your business and professional life. And I've lost that because I prefer not to attend too many social gatherings. But the strength-wise, of course, there's plenty of strengths and plenty of advantages being a lone wolf. I think you guys know it. You can do anything you want. You do whatever makes you feel happy. You spend time exploring your own interests, your own way in which you want to develop yourself. And also it makes you be a bit more observant and a bit more creative, I feel, because when you speak less and when you interact less with others, you are more of an observer, and when you observe people, you tend to learn a little bit more. For example, that's one of the ways in which I built up my expertise and experience in decoding body language. I became very good at decoding. Within like the first few seconds, I can actually tell from a cluster of gesture what kind of a person this person might be, and 95% of the time is quite accurate. And I feel that if being alone, you get to maybe spend a bit more time in solving problems that you might encounter. If you are in social situations, you might have a chance to get solutions from others, ideas from others. But when you're alone, you have that process inside of you from all your life experiences, and without distractions, you're able to assess each solution better. Some of the advantages, some of the disadvantages, and which one you should try and go ahead with. So that's one of the advantage that I see. And the most surprising thing about me being a lone wolf is actually I enjoy the spotlight, which is one of the reasons why actually I decided to come up with my own YouTube channel and sharing ideas with talking head videos and also faceless videos. I enjoy the spotlight. I work better with a large group of audience in terms of presentation rather than a smaller group. For example, if you have a training program relating to like 500 people or 1,000 people or 10,000 people, that's where I come alive and I can show my best talent compared to if I were to conduct a program to a group of 5 or 10 people. The larger the group, the more alive I become, the more spontaneous, the more excited I become. That's quite unusual because you always think that if you're a loner, you're more reserved, you're a more introverted character, but no. I crave the spotlight. That's where I feel I'm at my best, when I'm in front of a crowd, when I can present to thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. That's why maybe perhaps I feel that I'm more suited to being like a politician or like a motivational speaker or an actor or something relating to the entertainment industry, because it allows me to really be in the spotlight, which is something that I enjoy. So it's very strange. On one hand, I do not enjoy social interaction one-to-one or even a small group social setting, but on the other hand, I enjoy speaking to a large group of people and entertaining them. But you see, that's the key. I do not enjoy that over a long period of time. So it's like, I would say 80% of the time I prefer being alone, and 20% of the time I prefer having large presentations, programs, assignments, and interacting with others. And of course, I've lost out in terms of my life as well. For example, I'm already in my 40s and I've not met anyone significant, so I'm not married, and I've always loved having kids, but because of my introverted character, and another reason was because I was quite overweight, so I suffer from low self-esteem due to my look. Like I felt a bit uncomfortable with the way I look. I was too flabby, so I did not have the confidence to go out and meet people. So I've lost out in terms of having a significant other to share my life and my goals and my dreams with. So that's something that in a way, yes, I do regret it, but at the same time, when I think of all the good stuff that I've done for myself, that there's no regret, that regret is a bit lesser. Okay? As a better feeling of happiness, self-fulfillment, satisfaction, of just taking care of myself. I'm my own biggest fan. So you guys, the lone wolves out there, you can actually relate to it. For example, you always think that maybe you might be missing out on something, but remember, always have your thoughts of what you have done to improve yourself. And when you have these thoughts in your minds and these memories of how you have improved and how you have enjoyed life being a loner, all those supposed disadvantages or fear of being left out will be cast aside, because your mind will be thinking of all the great things that you have done to enjoy yourself. So remember, all lone wolf out there, embrace your solitude. Is a power, is a strength. And for those of you who are not lone wolves, perhaps it might be a good thing to spend some time alone, because you can never know what you might learn about yourself. So I hope this sharing session has maybe thought-provoking and maybe help you to embrace your own solitude, and also it helps you to maybe have a little bit of self-reflection about your own personality, certain things that you might change, certain things that you might not want to change, certain things you want to explore. Thank you very much for listening. Have a great day and be true to yourself.